Okay, let's look closer on our preferences. And preference allowed you to customize or adjust your application to the way you like to work with. So we're going to access by going to the edit and click on preferences. And let's go right here, just expand this menu so we don't have scroll bar and we can see all of the elements. Okay, first you notice we have our general tab where we can enable, disable this new artwork. You remember at the beginning when we create new artwork, it was checkbox says do not show this. So if you accidentally or on purpose check this box and after you like, oh, I want this menu showing, when you come here you will see it will be checked. So if you want to showing, you just uncheck, and now on the start screen you will have this new artwork dialog pop up. So we have it also interface, our scale currently 100%, and we can modify. Notice at this moment, so let's go 140. If we click OK, now we have it much larger in view. This is maybe useful if you work with higher resolution monitors. For example, this is on 4K monitor, and sometimes I need increased size so I can see a bit better text, because otherwise it's become very teeny tiny and it's hard to read. But currently I'm going to keep it back to 100% on scale. Notice again, it does not change instantly. I need to click OK, so the application will re-render and let me see it. Again, a nice thing is that I don't need restart application. In some cases, older ones, you actually need a restart application to make it work. So on a canvas, we have a zoom at a cursor, which is nice, meaning where position of the cursor, and with zooming, it will zoom in this specific area. JPEG quality, by default, it's set to 100%, and I do like this a lot because many applications, by default, they set to 75%, and I don't know why, because the qualities have a lot of artifacts. So I always going and reset everything to 100%. So by default, it's nice. We have 100% here. We also have it box sensitivity if you use it mouse or tablet, and by default 80. As well, we have it memory access. So currently I have it 64 GB memory on this computer, and you can see how much available and max use. If you work with larger images, you want probably increase size of the memory to use it. Otherwise, it will start using swapping memory to your hard drive, and it may take more and more time to access image. But again, be sure you just keep it in a safe element, and usually it will set probably around 50% to use. Okay, also we have it never show low memory warning. If I use the very large image, the message will pop up. Again, you can disable this, but usually I leave it as unchecked. Current language is set to English, and you can also update language automatically, while other things. Also notice right here, I have it after save enabled, and this is set by default, and it's saved every 10 minutes. If you work very actively or changing, I do recommend for you switch maybe set to 5. And you can change by clicking and type in, or notice what's happening if I drag my mouse left and right. As I click and hold, it will change for me. So also you can change this one. Next, we have it, we'll look before saved boundaries. So you can set your size of the saved boundaries and opacity, and also tooltip. If you just start work with application, I would recommend you to enable show tooltip, so it will come up a little bit help you as well, tell you some what is tool currently will does. Let's go look at the tools, and right here we have it our locking angle. So when we start rotating, it will go in 15 degrees. You can make smaller or larger if you want. Also the cursor positions moving, so when we're going around, it does not have this angling, so it will a little bit smooth for us, which is nice. And as well, we have it mouse pressure, so it will use always minimal mouse pressure on a stroke. For example, I work when I record or I do other stuff, I work with the mouse. I don't use it a Vicom pad or other things. When I do tutorials, in this case, I always set to the softest, so it's have a few strokes make it, but it does not make very dramatic change. The next, we have it also our tablet adjustments. And right here, you can see we have a tablet options. Mine is Vicom, so I can switch to Vicom device. You can also switch to Microsoft Ink. We also can use it pen or mouse position, depend when you start it. And again, I'll just leave it as default for now. We have it touch sensitive. If you have it like iPad or some Vicom pad is touch sensitive, so we can use it single touch, multi-touch, whatever is your device supported, as well touch sensitive, how much is sensitive on the touch. Pressure, adjustment smooth, and many times you can leave it as default, and if you work and you want more firm or mean, you can go in this properties and modify, and this is again, it's based on your personal preferences. Keyboard, here's our shortcut. By default, they're preloaded, but if you like to customize, you always can go inside and create your own shortcuts or modify them. To modify, you can just select word shortcuts, click, for example, which one you wanted, Control X, V, Z, and it will add the shortcut directly here, so you can use it in the future. Okay, and notice right here, this says on the bottom, press shortcut. So when you select, you press, and it is. You always can click set default, so it will reset it and set everything. Notice we have this hamburger, and almost every time when you have a hamburger, it is additional drop-down menu that will relate it to this specific screen we are. And currently we have it import shortcuts or export shortcuts. This way you can preset your shortcuts, use it, and in the future, if you want to change or you want to go to different ones, you can always load it or unload them. So this is overall preview on our preferences.